Go.
Okay. What's up? I'm Big Val.
I'm Triple Three.
And we're here to talk about some stuff that happens every day. But first, what we like to come and bring to the plate first is something that I saw on Fox 5 News.
Well, I got in my place some chicken and some potato salad, so we're going to listen to what she got on hers.
Well, this is my thing. I'm a Fox 5er and have been since I moved to the good old state of Virginia.
And yes, we are black.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
So we're one of probably 5 that watch Fox 5 News.
Yeah, we do. Anything you may have heard about, that's them, this us, yada, yada, yada. Bottom line is, some things always come to our attention about stuff we see on the news. One thing that's come to my attention, and I just really can't leave it alone. Now I watch a lot of stuff about immigration, which I have a lot of comment about that. We'll get to that later. But I also got this thing going on in my mind right here that I heard this really, really disturbs me. Why did a third grader get a scholarship for a Catholic school and they pulled it?
Get out of here!
Hell yeah, per the priest and the principal. Come to find out his parents were gay. And it's my thing. With all these priests going around doing stuff to children, all they do is just transfer them from one church to another church instead of booting their ass the fuck out and letting them know, hey, you're a pedophile. Stop messing with children. But you have a problem when you have a child whose parents are either man on man, gay, or woman on women, lesbian. What the hell is wrong? I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Yes, I'm a black Jew. I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I keep the Sabbath and the feast days, and I eat clean. Yes, I sure enough do. You can't tell. Yes, I know I'm a big mother effer, but that's all right. I know I need to lose some weight, but it's hard. Big Val needs some motherfucking help. You understand? But I ain't asked for that right now. But what I really like to go ahead and put out there is, what is the problem with these people? Okay, what is your problem? Okay, to discriminate against a child because of the parent's sexuality. Let me see this. I have a scenario. Let's see if it plays right in my head. Let's see if you understand it. If you don't, you might get mad. You might black on me, curse. I don't give a damn.
She don't give a damn.
I really don't. Really, I really don't. I don't. Okay, this is my thing. You have people. You got single parents. You have married couples. Probably the husband is either beating the woman's ass or cheating on his wife. Or vice versa.
Exactly.
But you still allow these children in the school because that's something you may not know what's going on. But because a mother may come and her mate will follow. And you'll be like, oh, I have a problem. Maybe you're not, right then and there. But this is how to go. We go to a parent-teacher conference. We all sitting there. You got your single parents. You got your married couples. You got your single fathers. And walks in a woman and their child. You're like, well, I hope they sisters. But no. You come to find out they are actually mates. Okay? So everybody's sitting there. We sit and talk about the children and everything, what we're trying to do, extracurricular activity or education, this, education, that. Then everybody leaves. The next day, the priest, as well as the principal, starts getting all these phone calls. I'm going to take my child out of this school. This is just disgusting. You have to do something about this. We just cannot allow a woman to be a woman and another woman and another. It's intolerable. Yes, I do know if you go to Leviticus, it is an abomination against God. But
my thing is with that as well, in being a single parent myself.
And me too.
I thought that even single parents who have children in school, isn't that a sin too? Because it's a child out of wedlock.
That's true.
So what is the difference? What is the difference? You're going to exile all the single parents as well? You're going to kick their children out of school? Not every parent. And in divorce, it's a Catholic church, right? Mm-hmm. A Catholic school. Don't they look down on divorce?
I believe they do. I'm not really sure.
So those students that are in there, they're going to kick them out as well because your parents got a divorce?
But that must be an understanding problem because maybe daddy beat mommy's ass and that's why they had to get a divorce.
Exactly.
You never know. But when you see a man-to-man come, they are parents just like I'm a parent, okay? Their way of life may not be my way of life. But who am I to sit back and judge? last I checked, didn't the Lord say, ye without sin cast the first stone?
Exactly.
Why the fuck am I going to break out their window when I got half of my windows in my own house broke the fuck out? You understand me? Why am I going to judge somebody else? If the child got a scholarship because his grades were decent, why not allow that child to go to the school? If you have a problem, take it up with the Lord thy God. Don't ruin that child from getting a proper education because you have a problem with his parents being either lesbian to women or gay to men. What is your problem? And speaking of which, what the fuck ever happened to that dude that was in the military or Marines, whatever the hell he was in Arlington, Virginia, okay, who was on tape sexually assaulted a 6-month-old baby? Now, when Fox 5 first aired that, I believe that he had a 5-year-old child and a 6-month-old. His wife was stationed elsewhere. So I'm sure they had to bring the wife back when they arrested this sick freak bastard. Okay, but fine. Why didn't I hear anything else about that? Did the military step in and just pull it and say, we're going to handle this now. It's out of your jurisdiction. What the hell is going on? Okay, but you have some dude in the Catholic Church say that pedophilia falls on gays. What the fuck is that? Last time I checked, not every pedophile is a gay man.
Yes. Most pedophiles are married with children. Happily married with children, as what they call it, quote and say. As what is that one that comes on TV and they're catching all the pedophiles on tape? Oh. That 2020?
NBC, Dateline, NBC.
Yes.
You're damn right. I watched that like
on
clockwork. Tape. Yes. Now, the first time I ever watched it, they did not lock him up. But I was so glad when the dude came back out there and every dude that came up in that motherfucking house got locked up. You understand me?
And a lot of pedophiles, it's not just, they're not sexually assaulting men on men. Young boys. It's sexually assaulting young girls as well. Since when is that? How does that lead up to being gay?
Yes, that's some person that's got a sick effing mind that thinks it's okay to go out there and go and mess with little 9, 10, 11-year-old kids, you know, or sitting there in the park watching them like, ooh, I'd like to get that one behind closed doors. You sick mother effer. I mean, my goodness, I know people are not perfect, okay? And I do know people fall short of glory of God all the time. But that is just ridiculous. Now, if you make a bad judgment call and you mess with somebody, okay, knowing their age, all right, and you think, okay, I did it, nothing's going to happen. Sometimes your sin will find you out. You understand? But the one thing I'm saying is, I'm not telling you to compromise. I do know this is your thing. You know, you're Catholic, so this is your thing. All right? And as well, you know, I believe in the same thing. I do know that being a man laying with a man, woman laying with a woman, that is an abomination against the Most High God. I am well aware of that. You understand? But I will not sit in judgment of another because of it. Okay?
This child had gotten the grades to get into this school. That is what you should look at, not the fact of who is raising this child.
Exactly.
That person has nothing to do with that child's education. If that child had gotten to the point that they want to struggle to get to where they want to get into this private school, they busted their tails to get into this school. Please, oh please, you give them the credit in regards to what they studied for, not because of who their parents are.
Exactly. Let the child go to school for crime's sake. If you don't want both parents coming, then you make that sort of arrangement with the parents. But I'm sure they're not going to be on your front steps having sex and kissing and tonguing each other down. Please. I'm sure that lesbian women or gay men have better things to do than to be fucking sodomiting each other out there in the streets. I mean, come on now.
We're going to wrap this up because we're going to be running out of time in a minute.
Yeah.
But right now, like we said before, the Catholic Church, you need to look at the education of the child. Make the arrangements with those parents that, hey, this is going to be looked upon, so please come in here with dignity. Come in here with, if you want professionalism, if you want to call respect.
Exactly.
And stuff. This is a Catholic school. Yes, we are going to allow your child to come in here because obviously your child is intelligent enough to actually come into this school and win one of our scholarships or win an actual opening in this classroom. Apparently, these lesbians or gay couple is doing something right.
Damn right.
Their child is intelligent. Yes.
Smart
but instead, you're going to put the child on the street. And then what fault is that if the child grows up to be a hoodlum? Can you blame that on you or whatnot, because the fact of it, you're gonna. Then how are you gonna blame it on the parents when you could have gave this child an education, a very good education?
Yeah, proper education.
But like I said, because of his intellect, you need to base that on his education, not who his parents are.
That's right. We're gonna end it out like this, the right way, loving everybody. Shalom alaikum. Shalom, shalaikum, shalaikum, shalom. The Buddhas and Scientology. Peace out, my peeps, and God bless.